Hi there, Monica.
Hey, Karli.
So we've got Gary Bussey here, the cool bus.
Yes.
And what kind of bus is he?
He is a GMC 2010 G van with a StarCraft body. He was a wheelchair bus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's go look inside.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll turn on some lights.
There is so much room in your bus. This is so nice.
It is kind of spacious.
Yes, very much so. You've really made it so you can walk to the back.
Yeah, I like to have a lot of open area. I like to be able to, put my arms up and stretch and move.
Yeah. Yes, you could line dance in here.
Yes. We could do yoga classes in here.
Yes, you could. Yes. So your bed is very intricate. It's the slide out one.
Uh-huh.
And you have a lot of storage underneath.
Yes.
And do you fold it out every time you go to bed?
I do. It is so simple to do. I just take off the pillows and pull it out. And this is a big futon mattress. And I have a memory foam in there too.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps. It's very cozy.
Yes.
And I flip it out and I have a queen size bed. And in the morning I just push it back up. And this slides in so easy with my knees. Like I don't even have to struggle. It's no struggle. It's great.
Awesome.
Easy peasy.
and you had a friend of yours make it.
Yes, I have a carpenter friend. I have a picture of him over here. My frame cracked. I'm sorry, Steve, but that's my friend Steve.
Steve, the
He's my carpenter friend. He built my floor, and I got a 1/2 inch of foam insulation and 3/4 inch ply, and he put that in for me, and then he built me this wonderful bed.
Nice.
With a spare room.
With the spare storage underneath.
There is so much storage underneath. It's great.
And tell me about your kitchen.
Okay, so I don't have any plumbing running or anything in here at the moment. So I have a dual fuel stove top little burner that does either, if I can figure out how to open it, it does both butane and propane.
Oh, nice.
So I found it on Amazon. It was a great deal. It was $25 it's a single burner, and it has a little adapter hose that you can use 1 pound propane tanks or these butane cans.
Oh, nice.
So either one, which I like the versatility of having, more than one choice, because if you can't find the butane, you can always use the propane. So that's nice.
That's awesome.
So I cook on that, and like I said, no running water right now, but I just do dishes like you're camping, It's
yeah.
like
So what is your dishes? Do you put a little bit of water in a bowl?
I have it's outside right now, the dish bucket, but I heat up some water, not very much. You don't need that much. Heat up a little bit of water with the ecological soap, the good soap.
Yeah.
The stuff that you can dump and it's okay. Wash it with that, and then a little bit of water to rinse, and that's it.
That's awesome.
It takes 5 minutes, it takes like this much water. Like and you think about how much water you use when you're running a sink in a house.
Yes, so much.
Crazy.
Yes.
Like crazy. Like you can use so much less.
Yes.
Living like this, you find out how much less you really need.
That is true. Yeah, I don't use near as much water, and I conserve it so much because it's the water bottle, and then cooking is pretty much all my water goes to.
Yeah. And I have like one container that's just for washing and stuff. It's still, I could drink the water if I had to, but I got.
Yeah, you have separate situations for. And okay, so your bathroom situation, you've got a diversion toilet.
I sort of created a diversion toilet,
and that's totally cool. I heard you telling the other lady about it.
Yeah.
You could just talk about it. You don't have to show me.
Well, what I did was I got a nursing home shower potty chair. I mean, I could show it to you. I don't mind showing it to you. We all talk about the potty, right?
Everybody wants to know.
We have to know about the potty. So I got an old nursing home shower potty chair. And everything that I studied said you had to divert the liquid from the solid to avoid the smell of the yucky, so you don't want the yucky. And I didn't want to spend $1,200 on a Nature's Head toilet. As much as they're great, I would love to have one, but I didn't have that kind of money.
No. Yeah.
So everything I learned said divert, divert, divert. Okay, great. So I was at the hardware store and I saw this painting cup It's just a painting thing. You pour paint in. And a lot of people don't think that hole's big enough, but it's actually big enough. You can do both your business at the same time.
Perfect.
And then I just have to dump out the painter's cup after I pee. You know, you don't want to drive around with that full. I made that mistake one time.
One time.
One time. I forgot to empty the pee. Don't forget to empty the pee before you drive away.
Well, and the other thing too is if you want to go an extra step with it is poking a hole.
You can put a hole and put a hose and then have a bottle that it can
and go that extra mile.
If you want to carry around a urine bottle, yes, you can do that. I'd rather just dump it out as soon as I do it. You know? I mean, I don't know. Well, I think
we all do it.
Dogs pee outside. Everybody pees outside. It's not a big deal. It's
very true.
It's sterile.
Yes. Yeah. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Right?
Yeah.
So I you got to be on the down low. You don't want to announce, "Hey, everybody, I'm dumping my urine now." You know,
be respectful.
Yeah, you just watch. Be courteous. Be courteous. Always be courteous.
I'm usually in the desert, so there you are.
And we're not usually this closely surrounded by a bunch of people.
That's true.
In the desert.
That is a little bit different.
This is a little different situation.
So. But thank you. Okay, so and what else do you have in here that's like you've made your own? You've said you've been living in this for how long?
I bought it in August. I moved out of the apartment officially September 31st, or 30th, whatever, the last day of September.
2018?
This year. 18, yeah. Yep. This last year. It's New Year. Right, Happy New Year. I forgot.
We're 19 now.
I don't know. I was driving. So just this last year, and I even though I had still had the apartment for like another 6 weeks, I was sleeping in the bus before I was even done putting it together.
That's awesome.
In front of the apartment. So while I was emptying the apartment, because I had 5 kids and, a 3-bedroom apartment, none of the kids were home anymore, and I had it felt like a shrine to 5 kids who weren't living with me anymore,
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, why am I paying rent on all this space? I don't need all this,
Exactly.
So I just got rid of everything and moved into the van. And that was the thing. You don't need a ton of money. You don't. I've seen some beautiful builds. Don't get me wrong. I love all the wood and everything that everyone has done in their vans and their buses, and it's so great. I didn't have all that, so I just used what I already had. And you can do that. You can just use what you got, man.
Like this shelf here.
This shelf is 20 years old. I've been following me around to every apartment I've ever lived in. It had all my kids' Christmas stockings on it, and I threw it up here as my counter. I've had that cabinet I bought 20 years ago. That table 20 years ago. This I've had 20. I mean, it's just stuff I've had for all this time. And, the shower curtain, I reused my shower curtain because this is my privacy curtain at night, So,
to hook up across here.
Yeah, I just took it right across the front here and,
And I'm sure that came out of your apartment.
Oh, yes. This little thing, I had this at a Goodwill. I bought it about 20 years ago. I used to keep knickknacks on it that the kids got me. And, I wanted to cover this up somehow, and I was like, oh, it's perfect for linens. It's not heavy. It won't crash while I'm driving, and if it does, it won't hurt me because it's only linens.
Yes. Yeah, that's good.
But the command hooks work really good, so.
Yeah, it's only moving because the whole thing moves.
Well, it's fiberglass, too. Yeah, it's all.
Fiberglass. Like all your stickers.
And, and we got... Here's my new sticker right here. See my new sticker?
Next to the butterfly.
Next to the butterfly.
This is really cool, and I'll look here in the back.
Yeah, I'll switch places with you here.
Is this a fridge?
It's actually it's an old cooler. You put ice in it, and you can have it upright.
It's a
I put frozen water bottles, and I keep my meat frozen in here. And then when the meat starts to, the meat stays frozen. So it's separated all, right? And that stays frozen, and it creates coolness for the rest of the cooler. And then, I have really friendly neighbors that are offering me their freezers to refreeze my bottles and stuff.
Nice.
So, but if I don't have that, I just use ice, and then you use the melt water to wash your dishes or whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, and the ice will last in here for, if it's not too hot outside, it'll last in here for a good 4 or 5 days.
Yes, that's what people are saying.
Yeah, it'll keep it going for good. And I don't need a lot of stuff cold, I just my veggies and my half and half.
Yes, you gotta have that morning coffee.
Yeah, that morning coffee thing. And the drawers that I kept were from a vanity that was my son's grandmother's, but couldn't keep the whole vanity. It wouldn't fit in here, so I kept the drawers.
Oh, cute. There's you go. You're keeping all the little things.
Yeah, you know, and everything else was just crap I had in the house.
I love that you just repurposed your apartment into a smaller space, because that's kind of how I felt in a few ways, was that I didn't have a lot of furniture in my bedroom, but I just pretty much packed my bedroom into my van. Right. And I was like, why do I have all this stuff? So it's been a slow purge, but I really like how you've just literally taken, because this is the cheapest way.
Yep.
It is. You don't need to have all that nice stuff like you said.
No.
And you can put your cute little bread box in.
Yeah, and this bread box I've had this bread box is probably older than you.
Probably.
And I've had it for a really long time, and I couldn't, you know, why get rid of it? It looks cute. And eventually, you know, I want to make it a little prettier. I'd like to have some running water with a sink and maybe a foot pump, you know, and some solar so I can have a real fridge.
Yeah.
But that's about as upgradey as I want to get, you know.
Yeah.
It's primitive, simple, 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 simple.
Me too. Yep.
Keep
Simple.
it simple. The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes. The KISS method. I like that. Well, thank you so much, Monica, for showing me Gary.
Thank you for coming and visiting Gary and I. We enjoyed it.
Yes. Yeah, and I'll see you around.
Okay.